going on, guys and girls? It's the Short Bear, and today we're going to talk about the trades that I took. I'm going to show you everything that I saw in the filings and regarding the news. So let's get started right away. The first ticker was NTGN. NTGN got news yesterday about basically them having a new technology that basically improves the prediction of MHC by 61-fold, which is pretty good, but it's not news that will change anything regarding the company itself for the time being. I mean, we don't have any concrete numbers, and we don't have a deal yet regarding that specific drug. So for now, it's just news. People are getting excited. They're buying something that they don't know about, and that's exactly what I took advantage of. So when we look at the filings, first of all, you're going to see right away that we don't have much warrants, right? So we only got 2 hits. There's nothing much there. But the thing that I saw was ATM. I couldn't find anything, but when I searched for the sales agreement, I saw, right, I'm seeing something here. So 200 million, that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing out of those 200 million, 50 million, which is right here, is available for insurance pursuant to the control equity offering sales agreement, which is with Cantor. So it's basically an ATM, which I didn't see first because I was seeing the S1 and S1 amended, which is basically for the IPO, and I couldn't see anything else apart from basically that S3 with an effect. But the first thing I saw was, all right, they have 200 million on it, and that's it. But through the 10Q, I saw, right, they have something here. So as you can see here, where is it? Yeah, basically right here. So out of those 200 million, all right, right here, 50 million are issuable through Cantor, basically as an underwriter. That is an offering, basically. And yeah, once I knew that, I knew, all right, some people won't see it, possibly won't see it because it's in the S3 right away. And yeah, this morning at the open, we got a pop, was pretty heavy at first, so I started shorting. Right here, adding, and yeah, and started it started working really nicely, and then reclaimed, and I had to cut it right around the high of the day. And after that, shorted the next pop. Wanted to wait first because it showed a lot of strength, right? I mean, we're seeing the biggest volume after that, so after the squeeze, or while it's squeezing, and I didn't want to jump in front of the train. So I waited for some kind of weakness or rejection of a level, which we got right here. So we tried breaking, couldn't make it, right away came back down, shorted, added right away as we broke under basically those lows here, and reclaimed right away. So I cut it. This is a cut, right, and I longed it right away for the break because I saw some big volume coming in. All right, so this volume here, which was the biggest volume for the 1 minute candle of the day, and wanted to see. I didn't want to sell right away. Wasn't quick enough to sell anyways, but I wanted to see if we can get maybe some continuation. And we didn't see that, right? So we tried pushing. This candle was kind of heavy, so sold right here. Tried getting long right away here as we held right after that big dumping candle here, but the volume was pretty low on that dumping candle, so I thought they are trapping. And once we kind of tried to push, couldn't make it, sold. And after that, I had a long idea on this one. I thought the ATM, they're not going to use it, or they're not going to use as much of it as I hoped that they would. But the volume was just too big. September is a hot month, so I was expecting some fireworks sometime. So tried building along here, and I got stopped out at the low of this consolidation area. And yeah, popped right away. Waited there, didn't want to kind of FOMO in, waited, and then as it kind of built, this, so from here on, kind of a trend line, started buying here, anticipating the breakout, and I wanted more size once we broke over it, but we didn't get it. Yeah, started selling once we broke down. I tried once more in here to build a long, but once I saw that, all right, we tried to pop and then we came back down here, sold, got short as much as I could, and then breakdown, was holding the whole time, waiting for some kind of pop over resistance, so a kind of two waves move up, which we got basically over this consolidation area, and shorted more here, so I doubled up here, added more here and there, and yeah, I wanted a flush towards $3. So let me show you here. All right, so that's what I was seeing, and I was hoping for some kind of flush, but someone was soaking everything at 322 and 320, and once we kind of pushed, so we tried the whole time, and I knew people that are shorting for the breakdown, they're gonna get squeezed. So once I saw that, right away, once I saw that the buying coming in, hit everything I could on the ask, and I got out everything right there. After that, on the pop, I knew, all right, we still got that ATM. We got a pretty clear resistance area right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back in full size because my stop was higher. My stop was right here, but once I saw the buying coming in at, you know, at like 3:30 p.m., it's a really dangerous time to be in short when something is easy to borrow or available everywhere. So started shorting again. We got the nice move down. I wanted the $3 mark, not under it, but like 3.4, 306, 308. That's where my orders were. We didn't get anything of that, but like once we popped, I knew, all right, you know what, they're gonna try to get a bit more of a higher price basically because they want that offering. They can raise right around 16 million. Um, and I truly believe that they will offer like next week or something. And yeah, after that, we waited for the close. I wanted to hold a piece into the close. Maybe they would have flushed it or something else. We saw that in the past, so just held a piece and covered into the close. And yeah, that was basically it. So this name was a nice winner, especially because, you know, the biggest size was on the biggest winner and the biggest move. Once the trade starts working my favor, usually that's when I start making the biggest money, right? So those kind of things here, I'm okay with stopping out as much as I did because I know right away if something starts working, I can add more size. My winning rate isn't the highest, but my risk reward is really high. So that's exactly what I did here. And I think it's pretty clear, right? So the second ticker of the day was ROKU. ROKU, as you may know, I had a trade on it yesterday, short, and kind of reclaimed in the afternoon, and I took a loss there. So I started here on ROKU, so you can't see it on this chart, but basically started buying as soon as the market opened, so at 7 a.m. I mean, so pre-market, and I had to cut it basically for break even here at 167. I think it was a small loss just due to slippage, and that's basically it. So in the morning, I wanted to see some kind of strong reclaim or something, and I wanted to get in right here at 185 once we kind of held the lows because the risk reward was just that high here, and I knew we were gonna trap at some time probably. Sorry. So missed my order here, and I waited patiently for some kind of pullback. And once we got here, we held the whole time, right? So we held this line here and started buying. It didn't work out, cut right away. Started a few other longs in here, which I had to cut. You know, not big losers. I had basically my starter size. Started in here again with the 166 stop, which I moved just after. Got stopped out, but once I saw this kind of reclaim, all right, after the big volume here, and on stronger volume towards the highs of that consolidation, I got long on that small pullback, and from there on, I knew exactly what to do. My stop was right here, all right, so 166.50. And yeah, wrote it up. I wanted to move towards 175, which we didn't get, but I didn't know that at the time. Waited for a big pullback for me to add to my long, which I got right in here. So it was kind of like, you know, sideways action, a bit like downtrending a bit, which I liked because I knew a lot of shorts would get in and probably get basically squeezed. So started adding here and in here. And basically move my stop as I added. So first my stop was right here. Once I added here, my stop moved to right there. Once I added more in here, I moved my stop really tight at 168.80 and moved it once more once I added here, right? So here my stop was really tight, right? So by adding here, and then once it reclaimed that new, all right, if we break under here, we're probably gonna really start fading into a close. And I had my stop at 90, and we hit 91 right here, so 1 cent from the stop out. And once we saw that move up after that bigger volume, basically the same as in the morning right here, right? So the flush, and then bigger volume on reclaim, which we saw here. Started adding more, thinking, all right, that was the last short trap, which it really was. Right, but we got the move, didn't see any real follow through. I thought maybe a nice bounce or rally into a close, which we didn't see, so I closed it once we started bouncing again towards 170. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the day. Not many trades today. We didn't see a lot of volume. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.